Hello everyone, and now for the last game, the final against Greyhound, the third black tournament. So, well, you can see I'm gonna start and as well, I'm gonna show my deployment because I think my deployment was not very clear, and also the deck are pretty interesting. I mean, for mine, it's not that interesting, just Israel mechanized. As I said before, I think mechanized is just Israel is and both mechanized and also Israel are very good in the patch because other deck tend to be weaker, and as well, yeah, it's just good deck. But his deck of ground is pretty interesting, especially considering he was basically choosing after me, so he could choose the best deck to counter mine, and he chose Finpal mechanized, which is a little bit strange, I think. Still a mechanized deck, so okay. So, oh yeah, I was thinking there was one thing I needed to say. That was a question I think from Satyr that asked me what was the meta from this tournament, and from the little that we played, because the tournament was not huge, so take it with a little bit of salt, a grain of salt. Don't think it's gonna be the meta that will stay forever after a ton of player play. But basically, Moto Rise was much less play. Some player try, I think Blazer tried, but he failed because the patch was just too much. So Finpal Moto pretty much too hard to play. Eureka Moto, you can still play it. It's still it doesn't have the same strength than before. For the unspec, both of them are weaker now, but definitely playable. I still think Eurocarp unspec still good, even with the 10 point increase on the Amic stand and the PH3 Tiger nerf and the Peace Shrine nerf, because even when you can't spam Peace Shrine as much, you still have the Leclerc and the Leo 2, Leo 2A1, Leo 2A4, which can kill enemy tank, and that really make unspec still playable and still pretty good, to be honest, because you have the Legion 90 and so on. Entente didn't get played as much, and it seems like the nerf on the M84A and the and the 80 plane is bad, but it's not that game breaking, so definitely still playable and pretty good. From the other hand, Commonwealth is better, but still not that great. Particularly because you lose the third Challenger 2. Before you could have with one card of Challenger 2, two of them, 3 from them instead of 2, and now it's only you can only have 2, and it hurt. Red Dragon mechanized and Red Dragon was used, and with the patch, and good deck. So I think that was. I think I have covered most of the change with the patch. If I didn't forget anyone. Yeah, as well, NATO mechanized completely dead. Now completely dead. Nobody ever tried to use this deck in tournament. The nerf not having the LRM is very bad. Kurnas got more expensive, and it was a pretty big spammy spammy deck, and the MX10 gets even more expensive. So yeah, you just put down NATO mechanized to the ground, and I'm happy with it. I'm essentially very happy with it. So yeah, that was the change for the meta. And while I was opening, so as you see, I'm opening with a ton of AA because well, it's greyhound, so I wanted to play with some AA. And normally I tend to play much harder on Bravo, but I decided, well, I want to surprise him a little bit, so I'm gonna attack on Foxtrot instead, and Golf. And play much more defensive on Bravo. On Bravo it's just some placeholder unit, much more than an attack composition. Of course, he's a very sneaky player. He's a sort of player that do a lot of different opening to surprise, and this is why I really wanted the Recon Siphon, giving me the vision. And yes, you can see Greyhound is going full on Foxtrot. So yeah, he also tried to do some sneaky stuff on Bravo with his helicopter, but get shot down by the Mahbet. Mahbet too good. And from now on it will be just the power of the Magar. Just closing in. Also the spike already placed to side shots. Turn off, of course. We'll wait for the good moment. Because he's smoking off his tank, and this is not the time. So a lot of tank he put. So I try to get some base defense and the LRM because well, 3 stack of M2 Wilk, 3 stack. Thing to get that need to be taken very seriously. I can't get into the factory on the left, which is very bad, and as well from replay analysis I knew Greyhound likes to have the factory to play very hard on it, and that's why I also sent a ton of unit here. Activating the spike exactly at the good moment when smoke was not very good and it was side shot potential. Get a side shot, not a kill, but still very bad for him and good for me. One tank basically put down of the fight. He's spamming a lot of shit, like a good mechanized. But the thing is, his units are way too clamped up, and it's time for the LRM. It's time. And you can see his mid shield is just dying very fast. His tanks are going back. For it was probably good for him, because if they didn't have moved back, the LRM would have get them. But anyway, I still get the LRM. Of course, he still find a way to get into my base. I didn't send early enough the base defense. My fault, so I knew at this point, my fob gonna die. At least he didn't see my CV. And LRM strike right on target. This basically grant me either kill on his tank or golf if he tried to go back. He CV up first, so I respawn, but it's still very good because I spend the point first in the LRM, then in the CV, so I have the good position. I much rather get golf and losing some conquest points than the opposite. So for the timing, it's pretty good. I believe I didn't kill any of his Wilk, but I still forced him back, which was good. Yeah, you can see already fob sniping. Just getting out of the game versus Crot just to find that. Not a good time, My fob has been really suffering all day, all the tournament. On top of that, I lose Bravo, which I really didn't matter that much considering the little amount of unit I had. So I give up and I send a lot of spike because he will survive. So I really need to basically make sure they can't get back into Gulf, which will really happen if no ATGM are here. RTGM really key to lock down the area, especially spike. Very good. I'm also firing my LRM much more than what I usually does, but it's just because I know my fob gonna die, so I'm just want to use as much supply as I can before it die. Getting back unit in the factory with the help of the helicopter. And playing a little bit defensive on Bravo. At this point, and yeah, it's go pretty okay actually. With the control on bunker 1, 2, 3 on Gulf. Yeah, it's just strong position. On top of that, he smoked off, but he kinda smoked off against him because the wheel couldn't attack the rotate. Oops, oopsie. Almost got the side shots here. Still find a way to get back without too much damage. Of course, my spike are getting in from the wrong way, of course. He's still good. As well, he didn't send anything on the tree line, on the Gulf tree line, which is kinda a mistake, I think. So now not only he can be attacked from the bunker and the tree line from the Foxtrot triangle, but he could also get shot from the Gulf tree line, and that just make so difficult for him to push with tank. LM strike on top of that, panicking his unit. As you can see, he sent a lot of units on the other side of the river. I think I could have got a side shot here with a spike, but they decided, like a retard, to aim at the BTR 50. Really not what I intended, and sadly miss a potential kill. Still got the mortar, pretty good. At the same time, the Siphon just watching, getting the good position where he can't even shoot at it, but at the same time I can watch his tank, so I got with it. A little bit dangerous, of course, for my plane, but fortunately I get out. His ASF was not able to retaliate, or he retaliated but didn't get the kill. So that's one wheel down. And with that, the Bravo side gets really good for me. On top of having Gulf, so I'm very close to getting both sides of the map for me. And just exactly where I want it to be. Now I can move unit from Gulf. try to probe a little bit his 2-pointer as well. And time to CV up? Time to CV up? Spacing a little bit the infantry, because his artillery is... Well, after killing my fob, I know it's gonna aim at the spike. For sure. And yeah, just slowly getting back into Bravo now. As you can see, it's just clutching in. His attack on Bravo was not very well supported and not reinforced well, except with the Wilk that I shot down, which is kind of unfortunate for him. So yeah, I just get in. And on top of that, I can see every reinforcement he sends with the Siphon, which is in a very good position. And sadly for him, he don't have like Crotal or Ito 90 or anything like it. No time Sam Short Arrow, for example. So either he go back like he does on and take other routes to Alpha, or I can see everything and potentially kill it. So that makes it hard for him. New attack on the factory. I misplay a lot over here because my Messiata, well, sorry if I mispronounce it, Messiat, didn't reload their grenade launcher when I moved them. I should have moved them back, the time for them to reload the grenade launcher, and then move them up. Still, they did a good lot of damage because, well, grenade launcher, of course, but still not as much as they could have if I micro more. And happy with the CV up and the push on Bravo. I CV up even once more. Position looking even better now. For me, it really started to look like a very big victory for me. Except that I didn't have the factory on the other side of the river. That struck me a little bit. But for the rest, it just looks so good. I have so many spike on Golf and Foxstar. That's disgusting, and I know for sure, even if my tank move, he can't get in. But just too much, and now I'm moving the Magar because of that. Fob dying. Sad. But it has done enough. It has done enough. Even if the LRM don't strike, the first strike already did some important damage. It's deadly damage, we could even say. So I know him. I know there is no much plane right now, but I know that he likes to play some plane, and on top of that, considering he's behind, that will be the solution to get back into the game. So I start to buy preventive AA, heavy AA even, on top of my Marbet, of course, that I already get. So yeah, you can see he killed even more of my units, so I have to play a little bit back from the other side of the river, which I don't like. In retrospective, I think I should have sent a spike here. I spike somewhere, maybe a little bit closer on the other side of the river, maybe in this of some city patch. Yeah, and instead he bombed my unit, and I just lost completely the control of the other side of the river. Which is not good, because I know greyhound. I know from the analysis of his replay that he tend to push from here, and he tend to really go a lot. I'm saving up again on Bravo now that I get it, and yeah, apart from the what he does on the factory and the other side of the river, is just everything else look good. I don't have full control of Bravo, but I still have a ton of units, so even if I can't push him back, I still have the control, and he can't push me back. And even if he bombed my my spike and my units, they are just so spaced up, and there are so many of them. It will take basically the entire match for him to kill the spike in all the different places. So I think he tried to do a little bit of the same as I did with my my recon helicopter with his own, but I think his one got a little bit too close and the backblade gonna kill it. Or at least I'm trying to do it right now. This is what I'm trying to do. Wait, did I remember incorrectly? We will see, we'll see. His AA tried to get the recon helicopter. Of course not possible. He just hide. Possible can do nothing. I see everything. And that's why as well this side is better than the other. It's just you have so much vision, basically for free. When the player on the upper hill tend to play a little bit too much in the dark. Yeah, you see, the recon helicopter can even see units far away from hotel, all the way down to hotel. That's just how good it is. I saw smoke coming in, so I counter smoked. I smoked my Chimel, preparing for a big engagement. Oh yeah, I was right. Yeah, I killed the Alouette pretty good. So now I have the information, but you don't have any. Buying as well the Yasser Nimrod can use basically the same thing as my recon helicopter. It's pretty similar, we place in pretty similar position. And then you can attack the reinforcing tank coming to Bravo. And that's very annoying. And if you try to get AA, it can just go back. It is pretty easy. And if you try to Elo Hunter him, my Yasser Nimrod, then yeah, I have so much AA in the field, but the Elo Hunter is almost guaranteed to not survive. sending the last LRM strike as well, because I want to attack Bravo. While he tried to push Golf, I want to attack Bravo. So now either his attack is stopped, or I got Bravo for the exchange of Golf. And I'm not even sure he can push Golf, so yeah. As you can see, his tank were... He wanted to send his tank, but they had to go back to protect Bravo. So yeah. Even if with the Rev 819 not in the forest, they still kill because enemy opponent is panic, so still good. Lot of Yakari spam, lot of them. That's disgusting spam, but well, I'm playing against Moto. It's mechanized, sorry, and I'm mechanized player too, so I understand. It's logical. Thing is, they didn't do much, and I turn off my spike as well, so that, except to kill some important IV and some units, so it's like it doesn't even stop my HGM from firing. As I said before, I knew he was probably gonna play his plane. I still miss my crew like a retarded, so he got a shot off. And on top of that, I got unlucky. But yeah, good idea, but execution very poor. His tank coming in, but as I said, I see everything with the recon helicopter, so yeah, the barrack coming in, yes, from Nimrod as well. Clutch smoke for him, I have to admit. Could have, and very poorly for him. I'm trying to use the smoke like in being on the side of the smoke, so now his tank can't shoot at me, but I still get some cover. And I still can shoot against the Yakari, but it's important so they don't get it into the bunker. His tank tried to get in, and I missed my crew a little bit, but yeah, Spike! Yeah, he just get in and then immediately Spike start to shell, and that's one down. Fight of energy is still going on Bravo, but I have the feeling I got the better of it, considering I had some infantry that are better, like the Chayatet, just elite. So Sarah coming in again, and yes, Marbet can't kill it, but still good damage. I'm still losing a little bit of ground golf, which I really didn't like. You guys feel my recon helicopter? Immediately replace it, and yeah, he get into golf, but that has cost him so much, I feel. But and at the same time, the fight on Bravo was getting better and better, so I was thinking he pays so much that I'm probably gonna get a decent push on golf right now, on Bravo, sorry. He's trying to push me on Foxtrot from across the river. Pretty interesting push, to be fair. His tank is damaged on Bravo, so immediately I send the I make the Bardelas coming in front of the Merkava 2A, so it's a strategy to escalate the ramp. You make some cheap transport behind the tank, and of course you fast move as well, so like it makes the escalation of the ramp ultra fast, and on top of that you you tank off the enemy shot, and yeah, as you can see, his unit just targets the Bardelas wrongly, and the Marcavatue gets a quick shot on the Wilk. Easy peasy, they go back and untouched. They, yeah, just a free kill. My defense on Foxtrot was pretty okay, so yeah, it just goes well, go well. Send the barrack to the Wilk, a little bit too ambitious, but he bingo evac. Very unlucky for him to bingo evac. I think he will have got. Oh no, he got the barrack. Oh fuck, I'm retarded. Sorry. Yeah, he still got the barrack, but it cost him his plane. His ISF, so I guess it's okay. Moving the Nimrod a little bit too close. Still, missile hit. Oh no, it didn't hit. Wait. No, see, yeah. One hit and kill. Before the Grum take them out. So good exchange. And I'm losing more and more the ground on on Fox, and it starts to be bad. But at the same time, at this point, I think in retrospective it was just stupid to not reinforce Foxtrot. But at the same time, I was thinking, I got unit on Golf and Bravo. This is just good, and I better off pushing even more into Bravo and stop him from getting back than trying to push all too much Foxtrot. Because he really has a ton of points on the other side of the river. That's huge. I never really see a player use that much unit on this side. And of course it was as well the Pyom, so I couldn't even see them. Most of the time I couldn't even see them. And when I could, I didn't took it seriously enough, so I had to. I lose unit. Yeah. At the same time, I still didn't kill any of his Syria, which is bad, very bad. But I don't want too much to buy an ASF because, well, he could have AA, and on top of that, I still have some good control with my Shinav, and I'm just basically hoping that he's gonna go into my very dense AA and die, or that maybe he's gonna kill my little tank on the side. But wait, it's only little tank, so I don't really care too much. We are Mag R6, yeah, and now he stepped up into my heavy AA, and yeah, it's Marbet just killing it. And finally, the assault is a little bit broke. I still buy an ISF, but yeah, I don't plan to buy a second one. It's just for one for the security, and then it's good. Trying to kill a Super Puma with TC. Unlucky. Unlucky. And as you can see the power of the grenade launcher, he can't push back even with a free stack of Shock Squad. And because he's CV up again on Bravo, I send the LRM strike. You have to consider that at this point I didn't have any fobs, so like every LRM strike needed to be like very well planned and very well thought as well. Not like when you have a full fob, so basically you send the LRM strike whenever you want. I was thinking, well, it must be just a very important moment. And now I saw his CV, so I was, yeah, if I can get a CV down, or I can stop his push, that's good. And I had a ton of Magar as well on mid, on golf, and I think it was maybe a little bit too much. For a ton of time they were basically doing nothing. Five of them doing nothing, and that was a mistake, I believe. Should have maybe sent 2 of them to Foxtrot and 1 of them still on golf. Because the Magar 6, well, it lose against the Pioms. That's bad, that's very bad. And you can see this is, yeah, I just lose the entire position, which is bad. So now I'm thinking, well, I'm gonna send the Magar. Considering all the tick I have, I'm probably gonna win, but I need to win with as much difference as I can. And for that, I will prefer to stay in control of Foxtrot so he can't get a CV. And as well, maybe also if possible, kill his CV on Bravo. The thing is, I send it without any infantry. And yeah, that's a problem. I don't have smoke as well, because my motor ran out of ammunition at the wrong time. Helicopter funny. I still decided to send my Magar 7C Gmail anyway, because I thought they were good, but that was just a huge mistake. Just at close range, they got cut down and I didn't have smoke, so I couldn't escape from the area, and I lost 300 points just so easily. That was big mistake. I think problem at this point is just before I sent them, I was basically thinking, well, I'm gonna lose anyway, which is kinda true, even if I lose the free Magar, but yeah, that was just cookie play, just thinking I had the game in the back. And well, at least on Bravo it's not as bad as it could have been, losing only 1 Merkava 2A, and basically his Wilk is almost trapped. And he don't have any AA on top of that, except this one that died to the corners, like you see. So Tifa B just gaining it, just wrecking everything. Now because I lost the Foxtrot triangle, I can't defend anymore. I can't defend anymore the bunker. But what I can do is still attack Golf, a little bit of micro of the Merkava 2A, and well, it's 2 tank versus 1, so yeah. Bye bye Wilk. And yeah, I think his ISF go down as well. Yeah, it goes down. Sadly can't get the Syria because it's too far away. It's still good, and I activated some of the spike here, trying to kill his unit that goes into Foxtrot and Golf, so that at least I don't lose Golf too fast, or I don't lose Golf at all. He still managed to get through because I really like AA. No, not AA, but Recon. A little bit of a weakness with the deck to not have good Recon, but well, the rest is just so good. Now I know his tank was low HP. He didn't have much, so let's escalate the ramp again. And I spotted also with the Rovate 19 that just died before that he didn't have any infantry close to the ramp, so no RPG shot, only his tank, and yeah, again 2 tank versus 1, getting the kill on the tank CV. And at this point I knew I had win. because there is absolutely no way he killed my CV, and there is very little chance for him to get enough tick. Still trying to not to gain with as much possible. Still, I'm very impressed he still pushed me back of golf and foxtrot. Like, I really misplay this, I think. I really took his attack too little, too lightly, and when I did, I sent 3 Magar like retarded, and that really was bad play, bad play, bad play. And now I can't even kill his CV on golf because it's an armored CV. Just like my Tsefa B gonna provide vision, you can see. Armored CV can do nothing. His area is getting shot at, and I go very very deep for the simple reason that it was the last 80 plane, so basically if I lose my barrack 2 for this, it's just okay, I don't care. Can't get it, but yeah. At least I tried. Wilke getting a little bit mad, getting at close range with all his infantry. Get out, not without damage. And then yeah, he sent another civilian Bravo. I don't know how I think like it's the third civilian Bravo. That's so huge. But I don't have my LRM to strike his infantry, and I don't have the power of truck infantry to get them. So I'm basically forced to get the Kurnas. Kurnas, don't know what the Kurnas did here. But still, I get through and... Oh, see, oh, I still have the LRM. Wait, I don't know why he did that anyway, so... Yeah. Kurnas, so I sent the Kurnas, but he did that very very bad. You see, even it killed my own unit, it panicked my own unit instead of actually being useful. Very very big retarded. Didn't kill a single Panzer Yakari 19. Not even one. At the same time, he was bombing my Magar 7C Gmail. And I got panicked. So I'm basically losing every unit for free and playing very bad. See, it was last minute, so I kinda get away with it. The tick is just way too much for me and way too little for him. And finally my unit and I escalate once more the ramp and kill the Panzer Yakari, and there is no opposition because Alistan was on golf and on CV. And yeah, I lose CV on golf, but it's only in the last second of the game. He smoked off every of his tanks, so sadly I'm gonna buy a Kurnas, I'm gonna try to bomb, but it's gonna be a little bit too late. And his CV on Alpha, Bravo, sorry, now dead. Very funny Zelda. My own die on golf, but it doesn't quite matter, it's just last second and yeah, GG! KD, pretty closed, conquest point not at all, it's pretty good in my favor. You can see the kill list. Basically, I think this game was me winning hard. Not too much on the opening, but like I was winning pretty okay on the opening, and then I was winning hard, just gaining foothold on Bravo, pushing his tank back, stopping him from getting back on Golf. The 10 to the 20th minute was just amazing for me. 20 to 40 minutes as well, very good. I just killed a ton of units. I had so much points that I could buy AA just for security, and I could even also get 5 Magarts, 7 CGML, and I had so much point and so much advantage that I didn't know what to do with them. But after that I get a little bit too cookie, and yeah, I was thinking the game was in my pocket, but I almost threw it because of that. And the push across the river really on Foxtrot really get me by surprise. I still knew that Greyhound liked this bust because that was really the one thing I was looking for in match against him, because from replay I see that he does that almost every game in Battlefield, and from his side, so I was really looking for it. But I still managed to fuck up because I took it seriously at the start, but then he sent even more unit and so much unit that he get through, and yeah, I misplayed a bit. But at the same time, I'm thinking that this type of push are so slow because you need to take a very long road, that at the end of the day, this is what forced him to not have and to underprotect Bravo. And at the end of the day, if he pushed on Foxtrot but lose Bravo, if it pushed Foxtrot and then Golf, but at the cost of losing a ton of momentum, and for 20 minutes let me tick on Bravo, that's not that good. So yeah, first game won, and see you for the next video of me versus Greyhound.